I had an interest in back and forth on footballs. It was in my Michael Vick Randall Cunningham with a person that was great back and forth. It was pertaining to Cam Newton and Josh Allen. And will Josh Allen ever be surpass Cam Newton? Now, we talking talent level. Josh has got, you can make a case, his arm strength and obviously his numbers. But if we're talking about the reality, even as a Buffalo Bills fan, I'm going to be front and center. I can't say that because Cam Newton did get to a Super Bowl. He had a 18-1 one loss season, 16-1 loss season. They lost to Denver Broncos, and he stunk in the Super Bowl because I will not get over how he was scared to get in that power with Von Miller. You know Von Miller at that time, who's now Buffalo Bill irony. I don't know too many people gonna mess with Von. Von made the New England Patriots have to tighten up their offensive line because he tore Brady's behind up and Gronk. He was physical, so they had to answer that because that's Wade Phillips, who was one of the greatest defensive coordinators ever. He's all right as a head coach, but as a coordinator, as a defense coordinator, man, be beasting. And they won that Super Bowl. It wasn't Peyton Manning doing nothing that Super Bowl. But anyway, the question is, does Josh Allen really stacked up to Cam Newton? And once we get past the talent stuff, no, because he's had more talent to work with than Cam has had. I can't take Cam was great in college. He's a league MVP in the NFL, led a team to a Super Bowl. So how can I take a man who hasn't gone but to one AFC championship game, which was a close loss, but Josh Allen hasn't come close again. He's found different ways to lose in the playoffs. And some of it has been his blame. You know, obviously that first one against Jacksonville, he was fresh and green, and I will forgive him on that one. But the Houston game, they blew the lead, and he took a ridiculously bad sack. And then Kansas City games, won in overtime. I can't blame him because that just came down to KC. But he got outplayed. You know, he has a tendency to overdo or underdo. He'll either overthrow the pass or he'll underthrow. And he tends to be in his head. And he plays hero ball, wants to run the ball, wants to try to create, doesn't allow people to. And that's how one reason why him and Stephon Diggs got into it. Because he tries to do too much. And sometimes at the detriment, he's in his head. Skill set is high. But see, what I was saying in my exchange, and I don't want to waste it on comments because I want to make this into a video because I want to bring this forth, and I appreciate the Cat Bear doing it. When I look about the difference between just using Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes is Tiger Woods. Josh Allen is like somewhere between Phil Nicholson and Sergio Garcia, and that everybody can go deep, but everybody can't have the short game. See, it's the how many times I've seen Josh Allen? I was at a game against Miami in Miami where he lost. He couldn't finish by the goal line. He fumbled. He just it's always those close games about knowing how to be detailed to finish. That's the difference between one man with 3 rings and one man with one AFC championship game experience. That's the difference in a nutshell. Talent, we throw it out the window. It's kind of like something that I use from music. And when I mentioned Sergio Garcia, all the hype he got one title. And how long did it take him when he talked trash to Tiger like 25 years ago? He got one to show for it. He got one, but think about all the hype. You got to know how to finish and be a closer. And it's like what Quincy Jones always says about music artists. It's the songs, man, which it really is. It ain't about, you can be charismatic and have more personality and everything and all the talent in the world. But if you don't have the right songs, you ain't hitting. And the same thing in sports. You can have all the talent. If you don't know how to finish, close to go with what you got, you're not going to win, along with your health. So a lot of times stuff get lost in translation with this stuff, but it ain't no puzzle. It ain't hard to figure out. But just saying right now, Josh Allen has the talent upside, but will he ever get to that point where he gets out of his own shadow and allow it to come to him? And now without Stephon Diggs, it's going to be very telling. Cam Newton never had that. He didn't have Steve Smith Jr. He had Greg Olsen. He never had the kind of weaponry that Josh Allen had. So, and I just took it upon to say the difference between the two. Because Brother Man said that because Josh Allen is white, he's getting more hype. And I agree. Because black quarterbacks don't get, Dante Culpepper didn't get get lauded like that because everything was about because of having Randy Moss. No one calls Dante Culpepper a great quarterback or a talent or a good one for that because of that. White quarterbacks do get held in this greatness and bestowed. They get talked about differently. But Josh Allen is like a cross between Cam Newton and Ben Roethlisberger. But he ain't figured out the mental capacity in either one of them to get to the next level. And that's the problem. The physical gifts is one thing, but the mental gifts takes you to another level. And it ain't always got to be pretty. But that's the reasons why one guy that you're chasing has been to 4 Super Bowls and has won 3 of them, and you've been to 1 AFC Championship game. Cam Newton's got a Super Bowl appearance, and he got through to say. So I'm just bringing it to you. When people bring up these debates, it comes down to mental and can you finish? It ain't about your skill set. Skill set, there's a lot of guys that are on skill set, but can you finish? Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share the video if you like, and please hit that membership because when you do, whatever video requests you have, I will get forth to them. Stay blessed, stay safe, stay up. I'm out. Peace.